Hi, in this video tutorial, we'll be looking at using the automatic BPM detection and tempo tracking in VDMX to control our Eurorack module, the Pamela's Pro Workout. If you watched the first part of this tutorial, you saw how we configured the PAM's Pro Workout clock output. So the big details there were I set my sync to send MIDI clock out there, and I turned on these options here, the start stop mode and the external hardware sync. And basically that switches me into a clock where using this restarts the clock. And now I'm going to switch to using our automatic BPM detection. You could do that in the interface here, or if you want to have more control, you could use the clock settings panel, choose BPM detection, and then choose the place you want to grab audio from. In this case, we're going to be grabbing audio from Safari. And as soon as we turn on automatic BPM detection, as long as it hears any sound, it's going to start moving. One of the useful features is you can have it silence on threshold. So if I turn that on, the clock will actually pause and you can hear the clapping has stopped. So this way, if you actually have a song stop, your clock will stop along with it, and that's one of the really useful things about using the run mode. In order to get something going, we'll need some music. I'm going to go to, of course, some of the top hits that we could find on the internet. We're going to go to the YouTube royalty-free library and grab some of this funky music by Patrick Patricios, or however you pronounce that, I'm sorry. And here we go. And one of the cool things about VDMX is I can just grab from other applications, so whatever things you have running, you can have your audio interfaces themselves or grab directly from Safari. And you'll see that it takes a little while sometimes for the clock to grab on, but once it does, and because we have the external hardware sync on set downbeat set, sometimes we'll get a little bit of a double beat, but overall it's going to try and keep things in sync. One of the other useful things you could do alongside this is grab an audio analysis plugin and set that to, of course, grab the same audio that we're grabbing from Safari. And we don't really have anything particularly interesting going on, just a big honking button doing a clap on beat. But we can also, if needed, pass through the audio that's coming from Safari to, an audio output that's going. I have a Pico input here. I'm not going to demonstrate it in this tutorial, but if you want to route audio from Safari to your Eurorack, you can do that as well. Similarly, I can have another audio analysis plugin, and in this case, we can rename this one, so this one's going audio from Safari. And then we could rename this one, we call it left from rack. And I have my Vestex hooked up here. I could tell it to grab channel 3. And now here's just that clap coming back. And we can actually now see the audio from the clap happening on beat, along with our automatic BPM detection. And when the song comes to an end, because we have our silence threshold set on, our song stops along with the actual song that we were trying to sync to. And that's the basics of doing a automatic BPM detection from VDMX to your Pamela's Pro Workout, along with a bit of audio analysis for visualization of each of our streams. Thanks for watching.